When I went to elementary school, I would walk by a monument at the corner of our campus every morning, and it was a monument to the Westfield College. And I grew up in the town. I'd never heard anything about it. I got to college and I started working with Dr. Reid to try and learn a little bit just from my own interest. And by the time I got to be a senior, it developed into a thesis. I continued on as a master's student, and we have vastly expanded the thesis material, and I'm working on a master's thesis now, trying to determine how the college was a vital part of the community and the influence it had on the region.
And when Ryan was an undergraduate, he would bring in material evidence, which we always hope can be integrated into historic evidence, but he'd bring in Mason memorabilia and aprons, and it was fascinating, all of these things coming out of the town of Westfield, which most people drive through and don't think about unless they live there. So his focus on this little place has a very big story to tell.
The college burned in 1917 with its archives all inside of it. There were no materials left, no records from the college, so with the assistance of the university through grants as an undergraduate and graduate both, I've traveled all over the country to different archives to find evidence to support my theories about the college and how it was an integral part of the community and how it helped develop a unique culture in Westfield as differentiates itself from the area around it.
He's put the local research into state and national context, and I think Ryan's story is about larger issues obliterating an experiment in social reform, community development, university and community relations that were very effective for a long time.
The village of Westfield was originally settled by predominantly Southern settlers. Later on, the largely German migrants from the northern United States moved into the town and founded the United Brethren in Christ Church, and they founded the Westfield College. It created an interesting dynamic, a microcosm, if you will, for study, because the United Brethren were abolitionists in a predominantly Southern sympathizing town. And this kind of pull back and forth between the two factions existed throughout the life of the college, and figuring how this fits into not just a local perspective but also national and state schemas is just really fascinating. Dr. Reid has been absolutely essential to this project. She has helped me interpret artifacts, helped lead me in directions to find more artifacts, find more secondary sources, and generally just put everything into context. She's pushed me continually to put this in a larger context. It's too easy to get focused in on a project like this and make it too narrow. She has helped me to build a continuous story and look at the evolution of the college. When I started, I thought mostly what history was what you read in your textbooks in high school. But as I've gotten into it, I've come to understand that that's not really what history is. You have to go out and look at the lived experience of people, the way they preserve their memory through artifacts, through newspapers, books, yearbooks in this instance, and interpreting how this all came together to form a whole as far as culture and society are concerned for individuals in historic circumstances. And it just totally changed the way I looked at history.